Dear students and viewers, welcome back to my class. I am especially thankful today for your support because you have kept me supported for my previous video series on voice change. And today I thought of bringing you a brand new topic, which is English narration, and stay with me because it's going to be a series of videos, and this will really help you learn your lessons well. So let's jump into the video. I'll see you there, and if you like the video, if you learn something from my videos, please consider subscribing my channel. Thank you. Welcome back, students. Let us talk on the rules of changing speeches from direct to indirect. Direct and indirect speech is also called narration. Narration can be found working with 5 different kinds of sentence, which are assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, exclamatory sentence, and optative sentence. Let us first of all discuss on assertive sentence. First of all, the rules. Let us first of all look at the different parts of a sentence. In this example, he said to me, I did the work. He said to me is the reporting speech, and I did the work is reported speech or actual speech. Within the reporting speech, we have a verb which is said here, and it is called reporting verb. Now let us talk on the rules. In assertive sentence, the first rule goes like this: if the reporting verb is present or future tense, the tense of the verb in the reported speech will not change. In this example here, he says, I have done it. He says that he has done it is how it is converted to. Now, when I say present or future tense, it means all kinds of present and future tense inclusive. That means it includes simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. And in future tense, it includes simple future, future continuous, and future perfect. While we don't use future perfect continuous anymore, so we are just omitting it from our discussion. Now the second rule. The second rule is by removing comma and inverted commas, conjunction that is introduced to join the sentences. Having said that, now let me take you to the board to explain to you. Let us consider this sentence. They say we want to go to Delhi. We have 2 parts in this particular sentence, and these 2 parts are having different names. First of all, the first part, which is separated by a comma, and then the second part you can see is quoted under inverted commas. Okay, now what we need to identify is the different names in different parts of this sentence. Okay, so the first part here, they say, is called reporting speech, and then the second part is called reported speech, or for a reason it can also be called actual speech, because this is the original speech made by a person. Alright, so in this case the speaker is they. So whatsoever, this is the actual speech, the original words spoken by these people. Okay, so we will also call it actual speech. Now we have another thing here within the reporting speech. Okay, this is the reporting speech. Within this reporting speech, we come across a verb. This is the verb, and we call this verb reporting verb. Now you need to keep in mind this particular thing, because we are going to work out with this often in our discussion, because this reporting verb will be spoken time and again within the discussion. So you have to keep in mind what reporting verb is. Okay, so now I hope you have understood the different parts. This is our reporting speech, this is our actual speech or reported speech, and this verb is called reporting verb. Alright, now let us try to change this sentence. Let us come back to this sentence again. As we know, the first rule states that if the reporting verb is present or future tense, here in this case it is present tense, present or future tense, then the verb of the reported speech, this is the verb of our reported speech, because we know this is reporting speech and this is reported speech. So the verb, the tense of the verb here in the reported speech will not change, it will remain same. Okay, so let's do it. They say, it will be, because this is plural and that's why we write it say, no s or es form is used. Okay, again we have to consider one more thing. The comma that we have here and the inverted commas that we can see, this will go away for a reason, because we are going to introduce conjunction that here in place of comma and inverted commas. They say that. Now this we and this they, same person here. Okay, this they and this we here is the same thing, so we will reconsider bringing they once again in this place, replacing the we here, because they and we are same thing. Okay, so they say that they want to go to Delhi. Why is it so? The verb doesn't change its tense here, because we have our reporting verb which is present tense. Alright, whatever tense you will have here in this place, it's simple present tense, so we write it simple present tense once again, because our reporting verb is present tense. Now when I say present tense, you must be able to understand what present tense is. When I say present tense means any present tense. It may be simple present, it may be present continuous, it may be present perfect, it may be present perfect continuous. So any present tense means present. After all, a present tense has got 4 different categories, which is simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Now in the case of future tense also, because the first rule states if the reporting verb is present or future. We have present in this case, but it may be future tense also. So even if it is future tense, you have to reconsider this particular thing. Whatever future tenses we have, all the future tenses are included, just as we have seen all the 4 present tenses are included within present tense. Present means present. Now let's see one more example with future tense. Okay, let's go with this sentence. You will say, I am learning my lesson. So what you can see, this is our reporting speech and this is our reported speech. What tense do you see here in our reporting speech? Will say. Will say means it is future, simple future tense. What tense do you see here in our reported speech? You see am learning, which means it is present continuous. We have 2 different tenses here. This doesn't make difference at all, but what we need to understand is, as the first rule states, if the reporting verb is present or future tense, in our case it is future tense here, then the tense of the reported speech will not change. Okay, so when we change this sentence, you will say will remain same thing. You will say, then we remove comma and inverted commas, introduce that conjunction. You will say that. Now this you and this I, same thing. That's why we will reconsider bringing this you once again here. We will replace this I with you. You will say that you, now am will start changing here, and we will make it are instead of am, because am goes only with I. In present tense you will find you qualifying are, because you is generally considered plural. Here of course it is singular, but still we have to consider it as plural. Okay, you are learning. Learning will remain same thing because it's going to be present continuous again here also, because it was present continuous here, so we write it present continuous once again here, that you are learning. Now my lesson will turn to your lesson. So this is the pronoun changes that we do depending on what pronoun we have in the subject of the reporting speech, and on the basis of that we have to see all these things if it works together with this and whatsoever you get within the sentence. So it's pretty simple. If you say reporting verb is future tense, so the tense here will not change, so it has not changed here, it's still present continuous and present continuous. I think you can understand how to work out with the reporting verb when it is future or present tense. Here it is simple future. You may have different tense, like you will be saying, which is future continuous. You may have present tense. You may consider present perfect tense, like suppose you have said instead of will say. Okay, so have said means you have seen past tense form of verb here, doesn't mean it is past tense. You see the auxiliary verb that heads before this, which is present, have. Okay, so it is present perfect. Present perfect after all is a present tense. So you have said. When you write you have said, still you just cancel this out, you just write you have said. This will remain as it is. You will not do any changes in this case. Okay, you have said that you are learning your lesson. So with present tense also it still remains as it is, present continuous, it doesn't change. Okay, I hope you have understood it, and with this I'm going to wind up today's lesson here, and hope that you will join me again in my future classes so that you can learn more from these videos, from these explanations. Thank you for watching.